think it might be necessary to stop the sale of the F-35 fighter jets to Turkey?
I think the American Congress thinks it's important to send a very strong message about the holding of some American citizens in Turkey. Pastor Brunson is one of those, but also about the effort to buy the S-400 system from Russia. The United States, there is strong bipartisan concern in the United States Congress about Russia's interference in the United States elections, about what they're doing in Europe, their continued effort in Ukraine, and to agitate in Europe with NATO countries. And so we think it's an important message, and we have real concern about what's happening with Turkey and their negotiations with Russia.
And if I could just, so we told our Turkish friends that we're going to draw a hard line when it comes to Russia, and Turkey's sort of caught in the middle. But I just do not see a way forward with the S-400 sale. Number one, we're not going to give our most advanced fighter and let it be tested against a Soviet system, a Russian system. Selling the F-35 to Turkey tells you how much we feel about Turkey as our most advanced weapon system. We believe that Turkey is a good ally and they deserve this system, and they're very good military. But having that system and the S-400 make no military sense. It would compromise the F-35.
Will the US really be able to stop the sale of these jets to Turkey? Because as I understand it, this is an international deal. There are, I think, about 9 countries involved in this, and Turkey is making some of the parts for the plane. So really, does the US have it in its power to stop the transfer of these jets to Turkey?
Well, Congress has 3 provisions that have been passed now that would both slow down the sale and also tie it to the purchase of the S-400 and what that would mean for NATO and the relationship. So I think, yes, we do have the authority to do that.
Do you think that do you take the same view as the Turkish government, that the YPG is effectively the Syrian branch of the PKK and should be really recognized as a terrorist organization in the United States?
Always had concerns about this organization. The Kurdish people in Iraq, we feel very close to. There are Kurdish elements in Turkey that support President Erdogan. The PKK is, in the eyes of our government, a terrorist organization. The collaboration between the YPG and the PKK unnerves me. But we had to have a relationship because of ISIS. What have we learned? When a vacuum is created, there are no good choices. Let's make sure we don't create vacuums in the future.
And hopefully we've found a way forward in Manbij that is going to be that work for both Turkey and the United States, and hopefully for the efforts to address Syria.
Tell me what you know about how the Manbij operation is progressing so far. According to the Turkish officials' timetable, the YPG should be pulling out on or about July the 4th, July the 5th. What do you know about the operation and how well is it going at the moment?
I was briefed about it before I came over here. I'm very excited about the potential it provides to make sure ISIS never comes back, to resolve the Turkey-Kurdish problem in a way that's sustainable, to give sovereignty back to Manbij in a way that's not threatening to Turkey. We're in the early stages of coordinated separate patrols, but maybe become joint. Manbij is the key to all of this. If we can pull this off, work together with Turkey to make sure that ISIS never comes back, and have a relationship that Turkey sees as understanding on our part about the YPG problem, then we're in a good spot. And again, the Kurds did help us.